Few days back, I opened my Instagram account and one video popped up. Uh, when I saw that video, my heart sank. I saw the news: three young girls lost their life, reportedly linked to the game addiction. That to the Korean drama. एंड आई हैव सीन कि बहुत सारे लड़के लड़कियां कोरियन लोगों को बहुत पसंद कर रहे हैं कोरियन सीरियल कोरियन ड्रामास कोरियन ड्रेसअप कोरियन फैशन एवरीथिंग दिस इज डू यू थिंक दैट दिस इज द मिस्टेक ऑफ चिल्ड्रन दिस इज व्हाट वी मेक द सोसाइटी वी मेक द सोसाइटी दैट गोरे लोग अच्छे होते हैं जिनका स्किन अच्छा है वो अच्छा है somebody is beautiful we appreciate those who are not beautiful we don't appreciate and as a parent and a parenting coach this shocks me deeply that uh, it is not this video is not to create a fear but to pause and reflect yourself that what kind of society we are creating, what kind of things we are creating. Even though if we are talking about as a parents, if we are talking about an individual adult, when we think about somebody, we always think she's beautiful, he's handsome, or she's fair, she's black, she's fat, and we give name to people in front of our children. If you are saying no, 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 we don't do, I am sorry, you are wrong and you are just pretending and you are lying to yourself. When even we are going to search for a bride for our son, no matter our son is how he is looking or what, we need a bride to be beautiful. She should not have any kind of things. So this is not just about game. This is about what our children are silently carrying inside and what our children are silently absorbing from the society. And I'm not saying that you are teaching this. I'm saying I know that information is overwhelmed. Children are learning from tablet, phone, or online internet things. But where we are lacking, we as a parent need to control the screen time, but with empathy. We need to ask ourselves why our children escaping into screen, why emotional needs are going unmet and they are finding it in the screen, in the game, or with some other places, and where unknowingly are we parents failing behind, not in love, not in giving materialistic things, but in awareness. Many of us, when we are talking about as a parenting coach, and when we go down talking to the people in our society, in our uh, publicly, anyone see us, see, she's a parenting coach. What parenting she can do? We know all things because our parents also does that. And these kind of parents, they don't want to learn. They want to learn what parenting their parents has done, whether it is good or whether it is not good, whether it is working on your child or not, but it works on you. That's why you want it to be worked on your child and you don't want to change. And that's where we are lacking as a parenting parent. And why it is happening this is let me talk on the psychologically level that it is not about games alone. Games are just a trigger, not just root cause, when we get things which give us happiness our dopamine increase, and we do that thing again and again, whether it is game, whether it is playing with parents, whether it is spending time with parents, whether it is doing right kind of things. So when we are, for example, if I'm talking an example of making a pot with the clay, if I'm making a pot with the clay, whatever shape I'll give that clay, it will be that. So think that your children are also clay, and whatever environment you are giving, whatever time you are giving to your children, whatever good things you are giving to your children, they are shaping like a clay. And if you are not doing that, the, what will that clay become? a random thing. So, your child, if you are not taking care of, only giving materialistic things and thinking that they will become good because you are providing all kind of knowledge to them, they have all kind of gadget to find out the homework or to find out all the things. I'm sorry, you need to rethink about your parenting. So, what actually happening underneath? I'll tell you five important points where you have to work on and which or for which you have to think about it. First is emotional vulnerability. Many children today don't have a safe space to talk about fear, failure, and pressure. When emotions pile up, the mind looks for escape. And when that escape is games or something online or maybe some stranger, they bend towards that. And this is human nature. And slowly, slowly, if we don't stop our children, then they think that that is their safe space. And they think that their parents are enemy. They are stopping. Now I know you are intentionally thinking about your child that your children should become good, but the message is going something different. Second important thing is dopamine addiction. Do you know all these games or shorts or whatever small small things, the toys they are making, they are designed to release the dopamine. A developing brains struggle to regulate this, leading to the loss of impulsive control. Whenever they feel that they get instant pleasure and they feel that these are the good things and I'm not getting anything. I have seen many times my elder child said, why would I come to home if I don't have anything to play with, anything to play? I don't have anyone to play. He's asking his father, can you play with me this? One or two times, if he's saying no, he's getting frustrated. So we need to take out the time and understand that our children need our time. If we are not giving, someone else will give, whether it is internet, whether it is games, whether it is some stranger, and they will become that. Third important thing is loneliness despite being connected. Even we have so many people at home, but the irony is that we have that much gazette also. Even if we are sitting on a dining table, we are watching tablet, phone. Before we start eating, there should be something in front of us. My husband is also doing that. I told him several times, whenever I am telling him, he is saying, whenever I'm watching, then only you will start saying that. And it is not about my husband. It is about many people around the world, many people, many families, many husbands, many wives, many grandparents. They think that the whole day they are working because whether it is working on computer or somewhere, and when they start eating, they will put bite and they will just start watching. What the children will learn? My dad is watching, I should also watch. I'm the only one who is sitting without tablet or phone on the table, feeding my children or feeding myself, eating myself. But most of them were doing like that. It happens in many families. It is happening in my house also. It is difficult, but yes, you need to speak about it. And I always speak about it. I always say this. What is the benefit of saying that a loss is mine that I become the bad mother or bad wife? But this is good for my children. What will happen if you are eating food at least half an hour without phone, without any game, without any movie, without any serial? You will come to know what you are eating, what kind of food you are eating, what are the healthy food. Otherwise, you are just putting junk in your mouth. I am not saying for small children, if they are not at all eating, you don't give phone, give them. But after giving food, immediately take it back. I, as a mother, can understand that it is really difficult for a parenting coach, for a doctor. It is very easy to say, don't give phone, screen time addiction, XYZ addiction. Yes, if your child is not at all eating, he will become malnutrition child. So don't give him screen time other than that. But when he is eating food, if he is eating food with screen, just put a restriction. These are the video he can watch by putting. I what I do, I download some videos and I put it on flight mode and give it to my child. And I know that these are the video he can watch. So in this way, you can manage. Being a mother of two beautiful children, I can understand that it is difficult sometime if your child is not at all eating. Slowly, slowly, they will understand. When nobody is watching, they will also not watch. And believe me, parents, children copy what we do at home. So we need not to teach them, or a phone mat dekho, TV mat dekho, ye mat chalao, wo mat chalao. You just start doing that. They will start copying you. So fourth is lack of emotional literacy. Sometime as a parents, we also don't know what are emotions. We can't express. It is not our fault because when we were young, we nobody taught us ki these are the emotions. We should feel anger, shame, disappointed, and these are okay emotions. So how can we teach to our children? So it is very important to learn and unlearn the things. Earlier, it used to happen, people used to work so much and they don't have time to give to the children. And still, children are also understanding that. But at that point of time, that much of information from outside was not there. So that's why we are doing great here. But our children can't do that. They have lots of noise. Um, the environment is really tumultuous environment. So it is very important we need to guide them. So children are really taught how to handle strong emotions like anger, shame, or disappointment. So that's why they are not able to do that. They are not able to understand that by watching what they will get and by doing this what they will get. They just know that this is what I want, I want. And fifth point is pressure plus comparison. These days, if you see the books of the children, if you see the curriculum for the children in the school, academic pressure is so much. More than academic pressure, there is a social pressure. More than social pressure, there will be online comparison, silently overwhelm the young children. They have car, I don't have. My parents don't have. They have good house, my parents don't have. They are going for a vacation 4 times in a year, you are not going. They are going on holidays, you are not going, I'm at home. There are lots of comparison they are doing. My picture is not looking good, my legs are not good, my hairs are not good, hers are good. So they are comparing themselves and they are constantly um, getting stress and anxiety because of that. So where are we as a parents unknowingly lacking? Unknowingly, what mistake we are doing? It is not because we are neglecting, it is because we are unaware. Because out of unawareness, we are doing all these things. It is not we want that to our children, but somewhere unconsciously we are doing that. So we focus more on behavior than emotions. We don't try to understand their emotions. We don't tell them give the name to your emotion. Emotions are okay. Even if it is anger, anger is also good. If you are not, you don't have this emotion called anger. then you can express when it is really required. So then you will say, "Your she has said this to me, but I couldn't say that things." Why? Because you don't know how to get angry on the emotions or those things. And later you keep on thinking, getting into depression, getting into stress, why they said this thing. And whole time you're wasting your time thinking why they said this. And this is not coming like when you are becoming adult. This is coming from the childhood because you have never learned that. And when we talk to our child, instead of asking, "How are you feeling?" we just ask, "Did you finish your homework? What are you doing? Why can't you do that?" So many things we ask, but we don't ask, "How are you feeling? How was your school? Come and give me a hug." And the most important that you are noticing the screen time after it become excessive, why not before? When you are handing over the tablet or phone to the child that this is your, there should be some restriction with empathy. Let me tell you one example in my house. We are trying to do this kind of parenting because I am a parenting coach and my husband is also very good in parenting understanding other than watching phone while eating food. And he always said that, for example, if you are talking about some games, everyone will play games. You cannot restrict your child to playing game, but there should be a particular rule. For example, if I'm talking about Roblox, my child is also playing, his friends are also playing. If I'm not giving to my child, he will feel like I am not playing, all his friends are playing. So I cannot do that, but I have made a rule that only Saturday and on TV you can play. And that's the rule. Only Saturday and special days like his birthday, like festival, like any celebration, he can play for 1 hour. And he can invite his friend. He can do anything in that day. Only for 1 hour. And that is the rule. He's also happy. So you can make such healthy rule to your children. You cannot avoid games, tablet, screen time. I'm not saying make it zero as other parenting coach and other doctors are saying. What they are saying that is correct, but it is impossible. So when something is impossible, there should be some other solution, which is good for both the party. And last but not to be ignored is that sometimes our children are so silent, they are so calm, cool, and we assume that silence, that everything is perfectly fine. We don't, we are not trying to find out what is the reason of that kind of silence. Dear parents, make a rule that every day you have to speak to your child. Too much of silence is also not good. It means maybe they are struggling silently, maybe they are hiding something, or maybe they wanted to tell, but because of fear, they are not able to tell, or maybe there is so many turbulences going on in their brain. So, how can we avoid this? It is preventive, not reactive. First, you have to build a emotional safety at home that your child can come and talk to you without any fear, without any lecture, without any punishment. I always tell my child truth has no punishment. So it's okay. If something wrong he has done, he'll tell us. Second, you have to limit screen time, increase connection. I said limit. Do not completely remove it. Rule works only when relationship is strong. So you have to be connected with your child to limit the screen time. Third important things you have to do that in the early age when the child is born, after that you start giving name to the emotions, whether it is angry, scared or overwhelmed. Anything your child can feel, they should tell, oh, you are angry, it's okay, because the situation is like that. You cannot say, you cannot be angry, you cannot scold, you cannot shout or something, because that is emotion, our body has to take it out. But you have to tell when and why, how, and what is happening, why these emotions are coming. You need to understand that. Fourth important point is, every time when you are talking to your child, be curious. You need not to control your child. If you're trying to control, then they will go away. Let's take the example of sand. I put the sand in your hand. If you're trying to close your hand, then also from these fingers the sand will come out. This is like a child. If you're trying to control, they try to go away from you. So instead of banning suddenly, understand why they are um, drawn to it. And fifth important point is, watch emotional changes in your child. If he's too much silent, then also problem. Is too much cranky, then also a problem. You need to understand. It's not just a habit, but it can be withdrawal, irritability, loss of interest. These are the signal that they are asking for help, but they don't know how to ask for. So, if you want to avoid such kind of incident, if you want that you know your child better, then you need to do all these things. You need to speak to your child, you need to understand their emotion, you need to tell them how to name the emotion. Always talk to your child with curiosity, not with the control. These all things will work like magic. So, one important reminder for the parents that children don't need a perfect, intelligent, rich, highly educated parents. They need present, emotionally available adult. So, prevention being with connection, not with restriction. Always remember, and this is very sad that we are listening such kind of incident um, in our life. And I hope you understand all these things. And if you want any kind of guidance, you can subscribe my channel. You can take my membership, and there will be two consultation, which is free of cost for lifetime for the member of YouTube. So those who are taking my membership, they can get consultation free of cost. I can consult your children, parents, relationship, and why it is happening, and we can try to solve, because every child is different, and every child will be handled with different techniques. So I hope you change yourself from a parents that my parents also does like that, to learning and unlearning parents that now we need to learn and unlearn the things for the right kind of parenting. Thank you so much. Love you all.